At first I plumbed it in, and then it was like, I don't need to do that. It just fills up the O2 generator.
That was a
Did
hole.
you just fall down a hole?
Yeah, there's a hole.
There's a hole there.
Yeah, you don't see it.
Didn't know there was a hole there. Okay.
So it's got its own H2O2 generator, basically.
Yeah.
Let me out of the fucking cryo box. Christ. It takes so long for all the ships to finally load in.
And yes, you're over here.
Alright, let's bring you guys around to the front.
Bring who to the front?
The frog pair. At least around to the front of the doors.
Ow. You're flying a ship.
Figured you had a plan for the day. Oh, yeah, you had a bit of a plan for the day, so.
I did a little bit of work. I did some work, finally. I mean, not a ton, but, you know, I welded this stuff in. There's another roughly 100,000 plates.
This thing is enormous.
Yeah, I want to park everybody today. So we got to figure out where we're going to plug them all in. But I did a little bit of work inside too, so I think I need to recharge. Not a ton of work, I guess. Just a little something, something. I used my ship, so I've got a few more tanks filled and a few more O2 generators filled.
I just saw you do a little flyby there. There's a little faint blue dot off my left.
Yeah, we got to figure out where we're going to plug everybody in.
That's kind of why I knew that was what you were thinking of. That's why I was going to bring my frogs over so you have an idea of where they connect.
Yeah.
No, the fire frog is pretty easy. He literally could just come in, land on the deck on the bottom, and grab it with his feet, and he'd be cool. He's totally self-sufficient.
I think I'll put the tanker underneath the miner.
Put a recharge here. Just stuck to the wall.
Yeah, like it'd be easier just to to find the spot where everything is, to just count the blocks down from underneath that one and make another one.
Yeah, that's totally fair. And he connects the same way, so that works out perfectly.
I also want to change those panels to LEDs, neon tubes. I did this. Oh, over on the left side.
Oh, neat. Little way to get into the actual guts of the ship.
Yeah, I think we might want to put a couple more of those around here.
Oh, that's what the green light was. Neat.
That's the neon lights, yeah.
Yeah, theoretically, we could slap one on the three walls.
Yep, that's what I figure. We could do this 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, so we have direct access for any repair work that we got to do and all that sort of lovely stuff. You say it's certainly wide enough for the bulb to get through. He's down there somewhere.
Yeah, it's 6 blocks. So this back wall over here, oh my God, into the abyss. Go slower, you'll crash into a wall.
Yeah, I'm seeing the work.
I got all the tanks and O2 generators on this wall done.
So it's just basically getting the thrusters finished up so that they're actually hooked in.
Or
at least the center thruster.
Correct.
Yeah,
and if you come up to the bridge,
there we go.
I have made this over here.
Where are you on the bridge?
If you're looking forward, right side, behind you,
Let me turn my HUD back on. Ah.
At first I plumbed it in, and then it was like, I don't need to do that. It just fills up the O2 generator.
That was a
Did
hole.
you just fall down a hole?
Yeah, there's a hole.
There's a hole there.
Yeah, you don't see it.
Didn't know there was a hole there. Okay.
So it's got its own H2O2 generator, basically.
Yeah. That's all we need. We just put ice in that. Like, really, what else do you need, right?
Yeah, it's all its own. And it's also, if this thing isn't completely full of ice, we can recharge our bottles in there too.
Yeah, but it's got a ton of ice, if you look. But there's room for bottles.
Yeah, it's 15,000 out of 20,000. We can easily stick bottles in there.
Yeah, so that's going to last a long time. And on this side, I just put in these two guys. I haven't put any modules on them. I guess we'll just put a speed and a yield.
Yeah, that's the thing about this particular type versus the other one.
Can you do 3?
I was able to get 4 modules attached to the other style.
And still plumbed in?
Yeah.
Do
I have plates on me? I do not.
I want industrial assembler. Okay, so
Yeah,
1, 2 on the back.
You put them all around the long axis of it, and then there's access points end to end.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, but if I put it on the deck, it won't. You'll only have access to 3 spots.
Well, with this one, we only have access to 2 full, so.
Yeah, there is that. I want to go like this. Like that. Actually, where's the part on that? Connections. See, I'd have to connect from the side, though, not...
Yeah, but there's a way of accessing the control of it from inside the little compartment itself. If you put...
Yes.
Drop it and build it. Let's just take a look at the connection points. We can easily shred it and put it back together again. Yeah, definitely backwards from the way. No. I see. Yeah, right up in here. Blink is the a control panel for it.
Correct, but in this the way this is, I can put 1, 2 on the back and 1 on the top for.
Yeah, and all we have to do is just leave one of these connection points open. Like leave this one open and hook it into this pipe. Or leave this one open and hook it into that pipe, one or the other. I'm thinking this one's probably better because...
Oh. So we do 2 of these.
Visually speaking, make this a T junction.
Yeah.
And then we can potentially put another one of these things right beside it exactly as it is. Or no, in reverse.
Like that?
That doesn't work very well.
Like a T into this.
Yeah. And then we can just build a...
Put a T in there.
We have access to this one here, and we have access to that one at the other side. Boink. In theory, if we wanted to, we could...
Don't have the parts. Oh, I will if I do this.
If we wanted to, we could push this out a couple blocks. Like if we run pipe from here to connect these two, and then put it like a straight pipe and another straight pipe, and then a T-junction here, have 2 more facing the opposite direction.
Do we need that many?
We have 4 on the other thing, but it was only to build this.
Yeah, but that's to build this frickin' thing. I don't think we need that many.
I mean, fair point.
I don't think we need that many. I need my HUD. I can't see without my HUD. I don't know what I'm building. Nope. Nope. this. Need more parts.
Shred more pipes back here.
Well, this doesn't need to be a T anymore. That could be a circle or a half moon, this guy. And that should be enough parts. There we go.
Yeah, now it's all green.
There.
And yeah, we got room for 3 speed modules on these things.
Maybe a yield, 2 speeds and a yield.
On an assembler?
Oh, yield's only for the refinery. That's right.
Yeah.
Right, so we could put 3 speeds on that. I also did these. I don't know. I was thinking of using them for walkways and maybe put lights on it.
I would have gone up one more, at least for this particular arch, because it feels like, yeah, cramped.
It does. I wasn't thrilled with it.
Okay, now you would have had to put it. You would have had to extend it up on the edges. Yeah, that would have been really tall at that point.
That's the problem. It was too tall. It's sort of the height of the door, but it's just wide, and it just looks weird because there's a thing going up. Anyway, it's not important.
No.
I've got that. I've got that. And the 3 tanks back here. I got 3 more tanks back here, and you can add to these. So we got could add a couple more for storage. It's kind of even, so I'd have to take some pipes out to put 1 more on each side. But if we throw a few more around this place...
Easy way to get around that one is I would only potentially add 2 more and just stack them right on top of these 2.
Yeah, I could do that.
Because 5 storage tanks is pretty damn good, plus all the other ones we've got scattered around.
Well, at this point, I've only got 1 more scattered around over here.
Fair.
Now this guy, you could throw a couple underneath him. No problem. Boom, boom. That could go all the way down.
So the only thing this thing is missing then is refinery capabilities. Where would we put that?
We can. I need some juice.
At least we can do it here.
We could do it. Yeah, we can do it here now. While I was working, I needed one, so I said, I'm going to build this. So, we can add some more tanks down this side wall, but we're gonna park everybody.
You need to get everybody inside. I'll get the leapfrog brought over as well.
Well, I gotta get a few parts and dig a hole for connect the tanker.
Yeah, I just want to get the ship sort of close by so you can use them as a frame of reference.
Yes. Actually, it's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll bring the tanker in. Because he's not actually going to connect in the same spot because his connectors aren't in the same spot. How's my storage? I got 97 and 13 days, so that's good. I think I need to rearrange my control panel here.
I'm thinking of changing the leapfrog's landing gear so he doesn't actually need to connect. Both the frogs can just land because they are more or less self-sufficient. He doesn't need to land or connect to recharge, and he's not going to offload anything. And the frogs basically just use as a scout, and anything he cooks is basically personal use.
Sure.
That way we only have to make an actual connection point for, sorry, your tanker.
What else we got floating around here? The tanker and the miner are the two big boys. Frog, yeah, Frog can park down low. And Leapfrog can grab
Both
some
the frogs
ground
literally
somewhere.
can literally
Sit on the
just use
bottom?
their feet and sit on the floor.
Yep. Okay, alright.
That
I'm going to
simplifies the
rearrange
process.
my control panel on this tanker, though. Get my thrusters in the right spot here. That's
This
gyros.
also
That's
still allows me
that.
to continue using the connection points on my roof, because that's probably where we would have hooked them on to hold the little ships.
Yep. Connector load, connector unload. I don't remember which one's which.
On the tanker,
Yeah.
right side was unload.
Right side was unload? Okay.
You can literally just go over to it and look at that connector itself through its own point and go into the control panel from there, and you'll see it.
I could, but I'm setting up a button on the control panel.
Ah. Where are you right now?
I'm inside my tanker.
But that's still over where kind of like the old parking lot.
It's sort of. It's on the roof. I'm sort of hovering above. Okay, that's that one. So if I go back to here, this is unload. Switch lock.
Forward facing bridge. Right. Okay. Bridge is up in front. So if I go over to here just to be on the safe side.
And this is load.
Load seems to be on the right side.
Oh, crap.
The bridge is at the front of the ship, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the load is on the right. That's not the unload?
This is what I'm seeing is...
Okay.
This one's called load.
That's a problem. I'm going to have to park on the left side then. No, my right side is unload. My right side is load, you're saying. Shit.
Yeah, this one's called unload.
Unload's on the
You'd
left.
pretty much have to come in, turn around, and...
No, I'll park on the left side. We'll make some pipes. There's no way I can... I mean, I could, but I guess I could spin around. I could back in.
There's more than enough space in there, dude.
Okay, let's see what happens.
I'll move my shit out the way because I'm kind of blocking a lot of the doorway.
All right.
Backing the frogs out. Give you some nice clean access. Do.
Boy, acceleration on this thing is just insane.
When it's unloaded, yeah.
Yeah.
I love my ships.
Mine are huge.
Mine aren't really that much smaller, but... I mean, look how much room you got to work with when you look inside and see the major connected to the wall. You got room to spin around in here.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't necessarily want to do that all the time. I'd have to back in and stuff. But, back in or back out.
Yeah, like I say, you've got more than enough room to just come in, get yourself into a position, 180 yourself, and go up against the wall.
A little 180. And level us out a little bit.
Yeah, you're definitely well below the major right now.
Let's see where this might actually work. Will work, because the reverse was how I plugged into him. He's actually going to be really close to being on the same line.
If you want that line to be on this one, you definitely have to back up a lot more. About too far.
Is it? Oh, yeah, it is.
A little bit, not much. It's pretty close.
All right, I'm going to put him... I can make this hole on the center lights.
I'm going to work on the leapfrog's foot.
There we go. That way. All right. Well, ooh. All right, you're a little crooked. We'll figure that out later. All right, he fits in here nicely. Okay, so I need some steel plates to find my hole. All right. 226. That should be plenty. Should probably turn that on. Crash and burn.
Okay, what's the problem here?
Okay, so
Why don't you go there?
what are you doing?
Trying to figure out why I can't place this block.
What block?
I will place light ammo block. What the hell?
What are you trying to do?
I guess I have to dig a little bit more. I was trying to make a little place where I can push the leapfrog's foot down a little further so his thrusters won't damage the floor.
Oh. Oh, Jesus, I almost
Why
killed
will
myself.
you not go there? Did I just royally screw something up? I may have royally screwed something up.
What did you do?
Yes, I did royally screw something up.
What?
My gravity generator is no longer part of my ship. Oops.
How did you do that?
By accidentally carving out the block that was underneath it, I thought it would still be stuck to the sides, but it wasn't.
Oh.
So I have to rebuild my grav generator. So that's going to take a moment.
Well, welcome to Space Engineers. Whee! Got it all fixed?
Well, the generator's back, so now I can finish working on what I was working on. Okay, where's the window? So then I'll have to
Of
repaint
moving
this
stuff?
thing.
Okay.
Now I'm going to have to repaint this damn thing.
Can't be that hard.
No. I just needed to grab the color and do a mass painting.
Yeah, okay, fine. Energy's low, whatever.
Mine with critical.
Ooh, well, aren't you special?
Well, that or I'm about to die. One of the two.
Sorter.
Boink.
Go like that. And then I want this to go like that. This to go like that. Damn it. Motors. Why did it tell me it took everything?
It always does.
Sometimes it's right, sometimes it's wrong.
Yeah, that's better. That should keep the thrusters away from it. What to do?
What is it now?
Yeah, that'll work. That'll play. Like I say, I'm definitely going to be starting to use those heat vent blocks more when I'm making ships. That's a really cool effect.
They wouldn't really show up on the cube, would they?
No, probably not. Honestly, it might.
Can make
if
a
you did
whole
like an
wall
entire
of it.
row. Yeah, we'd have
Yeah.
to make a row of an entire row, and we'd see them. We'd see them glow. If you need a nice sort of above the rear perspective view on the leapfrog, you get a real. I put the ones that I had put on the side. Pointless. I moved them to the ass end, so you actually see them when you're flying.
All right, that is set up. I just need some lighting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Oops. Now let's find the right color. Let's get rid of these. Never liked these. Not for this anyway. Oops.
Just spent the last at least 5-6 minutes looking for this stupid little ship.
Which ship?
My little bulb. I just could not
Oh.
locate it.
Yeah, I had them parked inside. Sorry.
Like I couldn't see it. Like it's just lost in the sea of little spots that are all scattered around here.
And he's a light bulb.
Because I'm looking for the lights because I couldn't see that.
All right. Okay, I'm going to attach my tanker.
Okay, use for
Oh, there you
parking
are.
check. The strength is already out of the way. That's good. You did that.
I also named it tanker.
Yeah, the two fuel and tanker. I can create a little grouping for those things too, so we can increase the strength on them at will.
Let's get my camera where I can use it. So this is my load, so that's going to be the left one to lock.
Back up a little bit. Or twist a little bit. Actually, it should, if you sort of counterclockwise. Oh, okay, you're fine. Counterclockwise yourself a little bit. Like 2 or 3 minutes.
Oh, clockwise myself. There we go.
Sorry. Yeah, spin your ship, not rotate, I guess. It's just like a hair. Like if you're currently at 12:05, you need to be at 12.
Not bad.
That should pull itself in nicely. Whoa. Well, you're offline now. You got to back up a bit.
Did I do that? Oh.
A little further.
Camera is... Oh, there we go. Boop,
There you go.
Boop,
Whoa,
boop.
Jesus. How'd that happen?
Well, she's touchy, buddy. She's got a lot of thrust here.
Bring her up. You're too low.
There, I'm actually connected. Boom. No. There we go. That's a lock.
I'll tell you in a second. I'm frozen.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, you're locked.
It like with the green background, it's kind of hard to tell, and
I was completely locked.
all right, thrusters off. All right.
They are in. Stop freezing. That would be really nice.
Well, there's a lot going on. All right, those two are parked. Nice. Excellent.
Bringing in the leapfrog.
Just got to figure out a way to connect the barge and unload them. I still need the welder because I got to weld the doors on this thing. Look how much room we have. Barely takes up any space. You may want to pick a side.
Trying to get to the floor right now.
Yeah,
I'm on the right side.
You're way up.
Oh shit! Okay, camera angle back.
You're way up above.
I know.
Lots of room. Head high. No, ooh, too much on the nose down. A little more up. A little more up. That's pretty good.
Stop going into the wrong freaking screen, please.
You could probably go up a little bit more with your nose, but it's close enough. Ooh. Again, it's close enough.
He's touchy.
Yeah, you're locked, or you're almost locked.
I'm locked.
I guess you're locked. All right. Thrusters off. Nice.
He's slightly off kilter a little bit, but that's all right.
And now the big frog. The bullfrog.
Yeah, he's only a little bit wider.
So you're going to park him on the left side? Yeah. Actually, they're kind of like runway lights. Stick on the left side, the right side. Lower third, upper third.
Extending my feet.
They are kind of like to line you up,
Probably
sort
don't
of
need to
thing.
do that right now.
Yeah, they look like they're wiggling. It's the lights flashing and flickering off them. They look like they were wiggling.
Wrong screen. I need my panels back. Let's get the. I don't really need the extra thrust for acceleration, but I want it for deceleration.
Yeah. Do a little rotation.
Once I get below your ship.
You're clear.
You could probably stand it with a couple more gyros put into them.
Right on. You could spin your record. Yeah. Yeah, you're pretty close. 12 o'clock. That's good. You could shift to your left a smidge.
Actually, let's shut off the hydros now.
Yeah, not bad. That's good. You're right in your parking spot.
Pushing the feet out.
I guess this guy's nose up, maybe. Because you look like you're nose down. But I'm standing on the leapfrog. Whoop. There you go. Still a little nose down, but... I'll go down there and let you know when you're touching. It's dark. Oh, you're inches away. There you go. Boom. Locked.
Give me my HUD back. Wrong screen. Give me my HUD back. And all thrusters off.
Look at that. Everybody's parked. Just got to get the barge in here. But that means the welder
Needs to get disconnected.
needs a way to park itself.
I don't think we should be connecting the barge yet unless we've built the refinery capabilities inside.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
he'll unload everything and then we won't be able to create anything anymore. Other than assuming we've got a lot of components built, so we probably could, but still.
He does have a landing gear, though, right? You could.
Yeah, but it's like look at where the thrust is. It would cook a box or two.
Okay, well, we've got everybody inside. Cool. Next.
Honestly, because I was about to say he's got a connection point up front. What we need to do is just attach something. Just poke a slight hole out through the wall near one of the pipes. Make a quick connection point with a sorter. Drain him off completely inside once we got the refineries, and then just plug that hole back up because he's got a rear connection point that we can switch to an outward. You can easily just like turn off the drain all aspects of these things so they're just basically throughputs.
Yeah, we could unload them from here.
Yeah, turn off all these the drain alls off on all of that, so it's just through points, and then hook them right in.
You know what we could do?
Where?
I got the problem solved. Bring him down in.
Hook him to the tanker.
Plug him in right here.
Yeah, we can run something off of one of these storage tanks.
This is designed to draw in, and the other one's going to take it out. So it's going to take everything out of that and throw it right through into the cube.
All right. Next time we come in here, we'll build ourselves a refinery. We'll figure out and build a refinery section, then drain the barge. God, I can't believe how much we've. It doesn't look like we did much today. All we really did was make a connection point, but just having.
Can you land bulb? Can you? Oh, I need you to land bulb.
Where at?
And anywhere. He's got to land somewhere. I want to see if this cube moves. So we got a couple other loose boys out here.
Yeah, they can't really do much on their own. We'll just pull them away. We'll just try to push forward.
Let's bring them over by the... Well, no, we'll have to back up because the barge is in front. Let's just put them over by the barge. Let's put everybody around the barge. Oh, there's a connector on the back end of this thing we could cut off. Holy slow.
What, the barge?
No, the butt plug.
You remember he's not got his hydrogen thrusters on.
Right. Okay. Well, better to be slow than crash into things.
Okay, he's landed.
Bulb?
Yep. I just got him on the deck between the two frogs.
My guy is still actually floating, but I can just drop him on the deck where he is. I got him by the bridge. Yeah, we'll turn those off, and I'll get out. No idea how much life you've got.
Should be pretty well fueled.
I have no idea. Alright, I know you can land because I did it once accidentally. Okay, do you have a thruster button? Yes, you do.
You guys
okay.
Next time we come in here, we'll start working on... Oh, stop freezing. Start working on the refinery section.
I still only have 28 on the hydrogen.
In the cube?
Yeah. Why wouldn't that be 100%?
Didn't you build more tanks that is now spreading it out around?
Without the thruster being completed, it shouldn't go in anywhere, right?
No, it shouldn't be able to go into it, but it still counts to how much hydrogen we can be carrying.
This cargo container is still full of ice. Oh, okay, it can't cook anymore. But no, if it could access all the ones we've got, and they're all at 100%, the ones it can't access... Why does it say 28% when everything is full? Confused.
Cycling through all the ones that I can find in the control panel. Okay, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The first 8 I checked are at 100%. This one's at 0. That one's at 100. That one's at 100. That one's at 100. That's at 100. 100.
All right, I got a
Zero,
16%
zero.
one, but it's not filling up. Another 16. That's not.
That's hydrogen tank, not industrial hydrogen tank.
Oh.
Those would be the ones on the center section. And that's also
Right.
being factored into our totals.
And that's being factored into the total. That's where the confusion is. Okay. Because they're at 16% and there's 3 of those. I think there's 4 of those.
Yeah, there's 4 of those.
That's what's okay, that's what's causing the issue.
There's the discrepancy.
Okay. Well, now at least there's a logic to it now. Where the hell am I going? Up there somewhere?
You going to the bridge?
I'm trying to find where I am. Yes, bridge. There it is.
Okay, I'm just gonna go stand on the welder. That's not where I want to be.
All right,
And just to
still
see.
here.
And stop freezing.
Okay, that's my outside view. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at a connector.
Might have been where we had the barge hooked up at first.
It was. That's the best I can do. Oh, wow.
Just gonna try pulling backwards.
I'm seeing how far I can get away from it. That's pretty good. Okay. I'm gonna need my HUD to see if it's moving, right?
See if you're getting any speed. I'm currently HUD off, standing on the top of the welder, looking at the ship at a corner. So I got a little asteroid field in the background. I want to see if I get any. I'm trying to
I'm
give
gonna
myself
put
some
my HUD
visual
on
cues.
for a second here. Let's see if it moves. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
it moves.
She moves.
Oh, she moves no problem. Wish I could make a video screen to show me the inside.
The inside.
Like I could see everything inside, but still see outside. While I'm
That'd be an
sitting here,
interesting
you know, a TV screen in front of me, because I'm basically in a black hole unless I'm outside. All right, well it moves.
Yeah, I watched it move. I mean, from my perspective, it only moved like a small bit, but I could clearly see it moving.
I can get into the bay. That's my camera. That is all right. Well, she moves.
I'm amazed. I'm not just. I'm not amazed, but
And not bad either. Like, I mean,
oh God, come out here and stand on the top of the welder. You're gonna love the way how Borgy the ship is looking right now.
I very easily got to 1 meter a second. I mean, it moves probably as good as your
Firefrog
welder.
needs more. I gotta put more gyros on him.
It probably moves as well as this barge.
Look how Borgy that thing looks with all the lines in this armor. You chose a great armor choice.
It turned out pretty good, and the green is excellent. Just need more of it.
Oh,
Yeah, from afar, you don't need the greebles.
No,
it looks
honestly,
like
I don't
already
think
got
it's.
it.
I kind of like the idea that this thing is just this giant, unknowable cube. It's kind of like that obelisk in 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah, should have made one of those. That would have been easier.
We call it Borg 9000.
Yeah. All right. So next time I want the bay doors, and we'll unload this.
Yeah, we gotta figure out where the refinery section is going to be. Since we don't.
I also got to make.
We
this
don't really
thing.
need access to them,
We got to make the control. No, we don't need access to them.
so we can put them out on the front of the deck, the upper deck. Who cares?
We
As
can
long as they're
put 'em on
properly
a
piped in.
sidewall. I don't know where you.
Honestly,
went.
yeah,
I
put them
went
along the
inside.
side walls as long as we can put the components onto them, the modules. Yeah,
Yeah,
slap a few of those things on.
these holes in the walls, we could stick them out there somewhere. Or there's lots of room up here. We also gotta make this thing.
The landing bay deck, yeah.
Yeah. Which means you'll have to move the gyroscope, but
I'm very happy.
yeah, it turned out pretty good. It moves.
And right now our place to sleep is actually we can. What the hell am I doing? We can sleep upstairs near the bay.
It's upstairs. Yeah.
I was going down to the fire frog out of habit.
I want to kind of go out and get one a little look from afar, a little farther than that. There.
Nice.
Very cool.
It's all coming together. At this point, it's a refinery section, thrusters, power, and jump drives.
Yeah, that's it.
And the doors. Sorry.
At this point, it's it's details. It's couches and paintings on the wall.
Yeah, like I would almost save the doors for last. Just get everything, get the cube itself fully functional. Everything's capable of it, and then we can try and close those doors off. So I want to practice a couple of things and see if I can make it hook onto more than one hinge.
Yeah, well, I want to try that too. Where you have one hinge
that
working, and then the other one you break it and then connect it that way.
Take out the centerpiece and attach the other piece to the wall itself, so it hooks in, and then you reconnect them, and it should function and make it a lot stronger. All right, hopping in the pod.
Whoa, laggy when you got in there. Yep, we're out of here.